such a weird time, man. But like Alive coming through and just that positivity of that album, man. I you know, unfortunately that had to happen, but man, thankfully, you know, you guys were there for everybody.
Yeah, Tim, you know what, man? That's awesome you say that. And, you know, I don't know if none of us expected that to happen. You know what I mean?
Well, thankfully.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, thankfully. But, you know, we've always been a band that's always been about positive and good vibes and positive message. You know what I mean? So when everybody else was into the, you know, the evil and rock and roll and this and that and everything else, we always, you know, were very conscious about having uplifting lyrics and, you know, positive lyrics. And actually things that would actually help people, you know what I'm saying? So I just think, you know, that it was fitting for that time. You know, I think that it was divine that we were supposed to be there at the time that we were there. And the World Trade Centers, that situation was crazy, man. We were in Battery Park like 2 or 3 days before that happened, doing a recording for MTV. We were going to stay for another couple of days. And that morning was the, you know, the release of Satellite. We had that whole day planned of a bunch of stuff we were going to do. So we decided to go home. But I remember waking up that morning and thinking that I was watching a Die Hard movie or something. I was like, there's no way. And you know, back in the day, remember you could program your TV to wake you up. Like you could set your TV so your TV is your alarm. So that's what my TV was set as an alarm, and it woke me up and the TV screen came on. That's what I saw. But make a long story short, man, I just, you know, Satellite, that record, I think, is in a lot of different ways has helped people, and even ourselves as a band. You know, on that record too, we had Youth of the Nation, and that was all based on the Columbine shootings. You know, that's where the idea from it started. And then in San Diego, we had the Santee school shootings. The day we recorded that song in San Diego. So, yeah, man. I mean, there was some crazy times. I think, you know, that album meant a lot to a lot of people during a really bad time in our country. You know what I mean? In America as a whole.
Absolutely.
So it was an honor to be a part of that. You know?
How was it for you to kind of do the 20th anniversary tours and things like that, playing a lot more off of that record and just kind of seeing the fans kind of being able to kind of celebrate that record with you guys?
It was awesome, man. You know, again, I mean, that was one of our biggest records ever. So, I mean, just to be, I mean, you don't realize how much a difference you make until people come up to you and tell you that, you know, that record meant something to them. I mean, we've gotten, I don't know how many times people have come up to us and said, hey, I was on drugs. I was going through family problems. You know, I was, you know, in the process of, you know, thinking about committing suicide and everything. And your record helped me get through one of the hardest times in my life. To be able to be, you know, spiritually, and people came to know God through some of those, you know, those records, those songs too. Some people did, some people didn't. Some people just got their lives straight. But irregardless, I mean, I think for it to have an impact on people like that and in their lives is an honor to me to be part of, you know, the P.O.D. experience, so to speak. You know what I mean? And what we've been able to do over the years.